So I'm glad all of you came out tonight because we have a real issue here tonight. This is something that's going to affect our whole community. I show here a couple of highlights of how we're going to be affected. First point, and first and foremost, is the ingress and egress of our community at Harbor East. I said, look at the traffic nowadays. It's already bad. Can you imagine with the Chick-Fil-A there with a double lane drive-through, queuing up? They will queue in a federal highway. Doesn't matter what the developer says, they can handle 67 people, 67 cars in their parking lot. We will be affected. And everybody needs to realize this. This is your time to step up and join our movement here to make sure this does not happen. Second point I want to highlight, environmental impacts. This will impact all of us once again. Exhaust, noise, and light pollution. Let me take you through that. Exhaust. The developer themselves told us that they can queue up to 65 cars in the parking lot. How would you like to have your home right next to 65 idling cars all the time? Breakfast is 6:30 in the morning, lunch from 12 to 2, dinner time from 5 to 7. We're talking about tremendous amount of traffic. Noise. Noise is the next one. Again, it kind of goes hand in hand. We've got exhaust pollution, we have noise pollution. There's going to be a lot of people, a lot of car noise. When we talk about the light pollution, so it's kind of interesting. If you read the developer's plans, they talked about how they're going to put in nice dim lighting so it's not going to have light pollution overspilling into our community. That's great. But then you read further along and they talk about under security and really under security that they're going to have lots of lighting so they won't have a security issue, that we don't need to be concerned about any type of that behavior going on. Again, they're just working the system at our cost. Now, the next couple slides here, these are the two variances they're requesting. And this is where we have the biggest technical advantage. They are asking the city of Boca for two variances that frankly breaks the code, and that code has been in place for decades. There is no reason why the city should allow that variance at all. And what I'm talking about when I say a variance, we're talking about a buffer zone. And for commercial, it's 25 foot. And the definition of a 25-foot commercial buffer is landscaped greenery. Not parking spots, not a 2-lane drive-through, landscape greenery. And on the east side of the property, they will be 15 feet short of that 25-foot mandatory variance. And that's why they're asking a mandatory buffer. That's why they're asking for a variance. This should be a flat out no. And the city should have no qualms about it. It's been on the books for decades and they should not grant that. Excuse me. On the west side of the property, they're also asking for a variance because they want the sidewalk to be within 5 feet of federal highway. So think about that. Next time you go out for a walk or ride your bike, you're going to be right against that traffic, and we know how fast those cars are moving now. We've seen a lot of fatalities here. So think about that one. The other impacts that I kind of mentioned here, I won't go through all the words. You guys can read this later. These businesses, these fast food businesses, Chick-Fil-A is open till 10:30 at night. They take delivery trucks after midnight. So think about it, delivery trucks coming in after midnight. On the north end of the plaza, there's going to be up to 4 other fast food establishments, one of them being in a drive-through, which may be a Taco Bell. Taco Bell and Chick-fil-A go hand in hand. Taco Bells, for everybody's knowledge, are open till 4 a.m. Think about that, 4 a.m. Is that the kind of businesses we want in our community? Moving to the next one here, that they're asking for, oh, I talked about that one, sorry, the variance on the west side. Garbage collection. There's something else we should be concerned about. All these restaurants, we all know businesses, you know, they need garbage collection. But where is that collection? It's all on the east side of the property, the closest to our homes. Is that right? Is that what you guys want to have? The garbage collection closest to our homes? This whole thing, this is not smart growth. We need to get behind this, and that's why we're doing a call out right now. We need funding. We need a professional attorney. I can't do it. Somebody else can't do it on their own. We need an attorney to fight these developers hand in hand. And by the way, when I met with the city about a week ago, one of the planners, he told me straight out, he said, you have to match them one for one with resources. He goes, I've seen communities do this and they have crushed the developer, but you have to do it with an attorney and any other resource you might need that attorney tells you. It is possible, but you have to be organized. You know, the way I look at it is, we don't want to walk into a gunfight with a knife, and that's why we're calling for money. We can do this. Let's not live in this type of community.